Okay, so this little exercise, basically our goal here, I'm going to kind of go back to the map for a minute, is we were doing this right here. I'm going to grab my marker, okay? This is mostly all we were doing, is we were saying shopping cart, invoice, special line items, boom. Counter sales, counter sales, counter sales, okay? It's back and forth. A couple of you guys did some customers, and Mark even did some quotes, but we were all playing right here in this little area. Now you'll notice we didn't even hit any sort of general inventory pool.
Actually, I did on one of mine.
You tried, but it didn't let you because it's like, hey, I don't have that.
Oh, okay.
I think that that might be a little bit much to go into right before lunch, but right after lunch we're going to do that. Can I show you a couple other cool things that are in the same process that we've been doing that might be kind of fun? I'm just going to hide some marks here. We're going to go back and play. So let's say that I'm going to do a new invoice, and there's tons of different ways that you can do a new invoice. Okay, I'm going to just make this a counter sale and hit start. Okay, so instead of going add item, say I knew I wanted to type in labor. What if I go like this? Labor, perfect, add it.
Where did you just start it?
I'll do it again. Okay, watch. So the whole thing all over again. We started the cart, right? Not a big deal. We started. We're in the view cart page.
Okay.
Well, we've never really even used this little field, but guess what? It's automatically there to help you search for things, okay?
So you typed in what, LA?
LAB, okay? And then I hit enter, or whatever, like whatever. Like literally, watch this. What do I have that has O in it? Oh, I have collected, discount, labor, other shop supplies, okay? It did all these little things. Oh, I had one of this, 2 of these, and 3 of these. Ready to add that. Okay, look, there's lots of ways you can add stuff to your cart. Okay, we've basically been going in one direction. But watch this right here. Other, go get it. Perfect. Add it. Let's add 20 of those. Oh, 29. 20. Add. This is a very, very fast way to add things to cart. However, the problem is look, on these special line items, I have a problem with the price. Okay. Then it forces me to go to an edit, and I'd have to say, actually, that's 20 at 10 bucks a piece, and then whatever else I want. Like, I don't have near the flexibility and options that I'd like to, but it's very fast. You can type, you can use a barcode scanner, you can do everything just for these little pieces right here. Just for fun, let's go ahead and edit this to $10. We'll say update that cart, but I have to kind of go in and play. This is a very, very quick search piece. Well, say I actually wanted to create a barcode for other. I just want to show you this really quick, just to kind of show you just some of these fun little things. I'm going to go to Parts and General Inventory homepage, the general barcode thing. We're going to create one called Other, and I'm automatically, I'm not even going to worry about the price right now just because it's not really fully committed. I just wanted to show you here. If I print a barcode label, we'll print one of these little guys out. Okay, here's my little barcode. Pretend that this was actually assigned to something. We're going to be playing with this a little bit later.
So is that the same printer that does your minis?
Nope. This is a label. This is thermal transfer label, like stickers. This is literally a sticker. Okay?
Okay.
And then this is a receipt printer. But what I wanted to show you is watch this. Say we're back home, and I'm in my cart, and the thing is flashing here. Watch this little guy right here, okay? So it's ready for me. Just found other for me right there. Piece of cake. I didn't do anything. I didn't touch any typing, okay? And I'll add it again. Like, we're going to get more and more into that as we get into stuff, but like, once you learn how to use the system, it's very, very handy. I'm going to turn on one other permission and show you another way to add things that are very smart. Lots of times when you guys click Add Item, and we had to scroll all the way down and you were doing your stuff here, well, guess what? This one up here is the exact same thing, okay? It's basically, but I can now dictate it more if I wanted to choose a vendor, or if I wanted to choose a category, or like, say I wanted to see, what do I have in internal? Okay, like that little top thing that we were doing right there, the first time we were just doing special line items. It was just kind of like a generic piece, okay? Well, up above that, you can really trick some stuff out if you want to, okay? LAB.
As long as it's in your database.
It's got to be in there, otherwise it can't
Yeah.
find it, okay? And currently, we haven't actually added the inventory yet, which we will after lunch. But I just wanted to show you some of these ways that you can search these pieces.
So,
my word. Hi, Bill Sharon.
oh, so I was just thinking, so like, if I had certain bottles and I wanted to put a barcode in them, would I have to put a barcode on each one, or could I just do a little sheet that said 1 ounce things? I mean, I see sometimes when you go to the grocery store, they just look in a little thing and they'll go 3 of these, 2 of these. It wouldn't have to be on each bottle. I could just add it.
You could have a little notebook, you could have whatever. You didn't have to do that at all. And you don't even have to use barcodes. I don't want to push you in that direction. I just want to show you, like, oh my goodness, we have people that literally do full retail. Like, they'll print out these little things and stick them here.
Well, and everything's point of sale like a grocery store.
Yeah.
Is there software that allows them to read, like a grocery store?
It's like an electric eye, isn't it?
Oh yeah, there's tons of options. Okay, like
That's
that's
how it works then, right? It's
Yeah.
just-
what we're basically doing is watch this. We basically, as long as I know that see how that little thing is blinking there. Watch this. If it's not blinking, say I'm just right here in the middle, there's nothing blinking, and I scan this barcode, it'll try to scan it, but nothing will happen. Okay? Look, it didn't find anything that I was looking for. I'm looking for other. How come it's not working? The barcode is stupid. It literally is called a human interface device. But if I go like this, I want to search for a barcode. Now watch this. It's currently on labor, right? Watch this.
But you set up a barcode of your own to match the other training for working.
Yeah, it just did.
If I have a product, you set that one up, right?
Correct. Yeah. So
But
we'll actually
if
get.
you go to a place that's already using full gift sales,
Uh-huh.
they've got software that aligns with the barcodes they are using in their organization.
Correct. So you can create and assign your own barcodes, no problem. No problem. Okay. The reason it didn't find me is I just went and I didn't even assign this to part number other. I just kind of hammered it in.
Right.
But it tried to do a search for part number other. So watch this. If I go to part number and now I try to do the same search again, other. There we go. Because I didn't actually assign that. Like, see how it doesn't have anything right here in the barcode value? It won't even though I printed this out, it's just different ways to search and interact. I want to show you one more thing, and this actually deals with a setting, okay? And so I'm going to go to me, Brandon, and I'm going to say this is under System Assets, because I know it's dealing with some stuff, and it's called Advanced Add to Cart, okay? So what this does is watch when I do a search now. So say I'm home and I want to, and I'm going to search other again. So watch this. Say I scan it or whatever I do, somehow I get to other. Instead of just saying one ad, I get a new little link. Okay, that's a permission. This is called Advanced Add to Cart. Look at this right here. I just found it, and look at all these pieces that I can tweak on it. Okay. And see this little field up here? Watch this. As I interact with it, it'll start trying to kind of like show me what's going on. Oh, actually, I want to take this and I want to $45. And as I hit tab, it's starting to do all the math and all the other, like I can figure full deals out here. Or maybe I'm like, you know what, I actually want it to be a total of $150. Okay? And I don't know what my quantity is going to be, but it's at $45. What's it going to be? Like, it'll do all sorts of math for you or whatever. Or like, you know, I want it to be $150, and I don't know what the quantity is going to be. Or like, you could change it to whatever values you want, and it just allows you to kind of play with it.
So it's finding one unknown.
It does. It either says, hey, I'll back into quantity, or I'll back into price. Or if you just want to go straight, it'll just go straight. So if I watch this, I'll just hit reset this page. So here's what it came up by default, okay? So say I say, you know, I have 25 of these and the cost is 2.5 per, and I actually want to some other text, whatever. And I'll even actually apply this discount in line with this thing. I'm going to actually give a 15% discount. Add that. This is going to add 2 line items at once. It did this one and that one. All of the same, because it's the advanced add to cart. Okay. it just kind of wraps the whole thing through. But the thing that makes it really nice is if you're in the view cart mode, I'm in the view cart page, this standard little page here, labor, boom. Okay, I'm going to have one at $500. Like instead of me clicking add and then scrolling down, like I'm using advanced add to cart and I'm getting at those same features right this second.
Can you run this under electric eye?
What's that?
Could you run it through an electric eye?
So basically, this is basically like if you put this in stand mode, it would automatically have a thing, and if you had barcodes, you could actually, as long as that cursor right there is blinking in the field so it knows what to do, blink, 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 I could be hands-free and I could be scanning things. It would be just adding items in. There's some other settings, like as far as what you want to do with barcodes. Do you want it to add an item? Do you just want it to search for it? Like we have some of those are settings that you do behind the scenes. But
So what I was thinking is, could you run an assembly line through an electric eye and it would just add her up?
okay, you would have to. That's actually getting clear in the hardware side of things. Okay, so one, you'd have to have the electric eye. Two, you'd have to make sure that the barcode came past.
Right.
Three, you'd have to make sure that the item knew what to do once it got submitted. So that's just a teeny little piece of custom code, but you could run any of that, and it could be technically pushing whatever you want. Okay, so I would say, like, this is just what I would be. I would look at the process, and I'd be like, okay, that exists. We need to add this little custom piece right here. We'll charge $100 an hour to build that little custom piece, and maybe it's only an hour. So all of a sudden, for $100, you just got something that can monitor an entire assembly line if that was what was needed. Okay, so
So what I'm saying is what I'm asking is, you could take it out of someone's hands and have it run through automatically. I mean, machines don't lie, really. You know, so you take it out of, you take away that fault of somebody, you know, inputting.
correct. So watch this. This is very important. As long as we're on barcodes, and then we're going to go to lunch. Okay, this is a standard Microsoft Word. It's going to be a piece of cake. I'm not going to do anything special to it. But what I want to do is I want to show you what a barcode scanner does. Okay. Technically, all it does is it reads whatever's on my barcode value, and it
Right.
types it and then hits enter. So that's all it does. And so if I know where that's supposed to happen, I can do it. Like, it doesn't do any special magic. Watch this. We're going to just jump this up a little bit so you can all see it. 24 point. Watch this. As quick as I select this thing, it's going to be like other. That's all it's doing, okay?
It's just reading the number and putting out whatever.
It can read the barcode. It translates those lines into values, and then it does something. So if you have something that has, like, say, a standard retail, here's a notebook. It has a little barcode on it, okay? So I don't do anything. The cursor's blinking. It knows where the selection's at, okay? And I just go like this. Boom. It just read that, okay? It translated these lines into that particular thing. So
And
what
I understand, but it takes that number and it has to align it to a price, and there's got to be internal software in an organization that does that matching, correct?
Okay, correct. So if I wanted to actually tie this to a price, do you guys want to see it right now before lunch?
No,
Or
we
do you
don't
want to?
know. That's,
Like,
We'll get there.
I could blaze through it, and it'll kind of let you.
All this
Okay.
is the length of the lines that correspond to those numbers.
You know what? We say that we can use barcodes and barcode printers and all this kind of stuff. All it is imagine if I was able to type in that thing as fast as speed, enter. That's the exact same thing that I just did with one little click. That's all a barcode does. So we don't have any magic, but we can interface with barcodes in a slick, because that's what it does.
correct.
So anyway, I just wanted to show you how simple a barcode reader is. It's called a human interface device, but that's basically what ends up happening there. Okay, let's go ahead and close down for lunch right now.